It's People Now with Bill Tush. Now, here's Bill.
Thank you, Dennis. Our guest today, Peter Isaacson from the half-hour Comedy Hours with us, Lee Carreri from Fame, actress Jennifer Richards from the very, very popular play Women Behind Bars, author Susan Sommers is here to talk about Beauty After 40, and Michael Catlin, who portrays Dr. Thomas McCandless on the CBS soap opera The Capitol, will be with us, as will Slater Barron, who's going to introduce us to lint art. Yes, the same stuff that comes out of your dryer can be hanging on your walls. But anyway, I wanted to introduce you to a lady who is one of the cast of Women Behind Bars, which is now playing here in Los Angeles. As I said, it's a very successful play, and as we have had on other guests from the, or other stars from the play have told us, and we've seen the lines around the Roxy on Sunset Boulevard. Here is Jennifer Richards. By the way, let me first of all tell you what Women Behind Bars is a spoof on all the great old prison movies.
Yes, it is.
Women's prison movies.
Yes.
So it has all the stereotypes in it. It has the insane killer, it has the sadistic matron, the young innocent is in it, and also a blonde bombshell. Now guess which one Jennifer is. Take a guess. What are you in prison for?
My character, when they ask you what you're in prison for, my character says, Sherry Netherland, Plaza 81212, soliciting, extortion, and pedaling without a bicycle.
Pedaling without a bicycle. Sherry Netherlands is sort of an inside joke in a lot of ways.
There's a hotel in New York, a lovely hotel called the Sherry Netherlands, which unfortunately I've never had the pleasure of staying. I have to come out to New York where are we?
L.A.
We're in L.A. I have to come out here to be Sherry Netherlands. Yeah.
Well, you didn't do this in the New York version of the play, right?
No, but I'm from New York, born and bred and raised and survived New York City.
But you came out here.
Came out here for 6 weeks. They flew me out here to play Elliot Gould's girlfriend in Come Blow Your Horn. I fell in love with a wonderful man, and I never went home.
Really?
Yes, it's a typical fairy tale.
Are you two still together?
We are so much together that we're getting married in October.
That's not. What day in October?
Well, that's what we're going to try to decide. It's going to depend on how long the show, runs, and me negotiating a little honeymoon in there.
Oh, yeah. Who is he?
Yeah. He's wonderful. His name is Alan, and he's the lighting man at the Universal Amphitheater. He's very creative. He's very bright.
What a love story. And how long have you known him?
October 81 we met, the very end.
Oh, so you've known each other for a while then?
Oh, yes.
That's been a couple years.
It's been almost...
Oh, I thought this was like one of these 4-week romances or something.
No, it could have been, but I knew immediately. We did. Yeah. When we went, as a matter of fact, the nice thing is that we went to Simply Blues restaurant. Was
upstairs.
Our first date, right? And he grabbed my arm as we walked outside, and my knees buckled. And I knew that this was the man
This
for
is
me.
just like in the movies. I could just see your knees buckling in Simply Blues. I've seen many a knee buckle up in that bar. You've got a ring, an engagement ring?
I do indeed.
What a rock. They pay a lot of money in the lighting business.
Can you see it? It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's great. Well, we wish you a lot of luck with that. What's he going to do if you go on the road with this play?
Well, I won't go on the road with this play, but this play's going to run forever, so we'll just be here in L.A.
You've made that, you mean you won't go even if they ask you? If they decide to take it out?
Well, I'll stay with the L.A. company.
Yeah.
I've been on the road a lot in my life. It's time to have roots. Yeah. I love it out here, so.
But it's like you said, so successful up there, you don't know how long it's going to run.
Yeah. Well, people, I go places, even at auditions, the other actresses will come over and they'll say very sweet things about me and the play, and people recognize you and appreciate the play. Is wonderful. Tom Ian, who wrote this play, wrote Dreamgirls. So it's a terrific play. It's outrageous. It's naughty.
Well, we're going to come up, we hope we can come up one day and maybe tape a little bit to show the rest of the country exactly what we've been talking about here. Because you got Adrienne Barbeau and
yes, she's terrific.
Maria, who was with us last week.
Yes,
she's in.
Maria Duval.
Yeah.
The thing about this play is that it's an ensemble piece. It really is. I mean, Lou Leonard, who plays the matron, has the part. She's hilarious in this play.
I didn't know that was, I thought when I saw the outside, the marquee outside, they have her picture blown up.
Yes.
And I thought it was just something they had lifted from an old still from a 1950s prison movie.
She is.
She's perfect.
She's perfect. Now, in real life, she is a very classy, very lovely, soft-spoken, intelligent woman, and she's a real blank on this, in this thing.
She's the matron.
She's the matron, but the thing is that there are 11 people in the show, 10 women and 1 man, and each one is wonderful in their part, if I can. I mean, I'm talking from the heart. Yeah. They're very talented people in this show.
Does it bother you to play the blonde bombshell, sort of the, you know, kind of
well, actually,
dippy
no.
blonde bombshell, and you've got 148 IQ, a college graduate?
I'm proud of that. Well, no, because I know who I am. Yeah. And it's this character is a very sweet person. She's vulnerable, a little dippy, a little ditzy, but she's a nice person. You know, I don't mind being with her, especially when you do play for a long time. You have to live this time in prison, so she's nice to hang out with, you know.
What do you do, 1 show a night?
Well, no, we now do 9 shows a week. We do a show Tuesday 1, Wednesday 1, Thursday 1. Friday we do 2 shows, including a midnight show. Saturday we do 2 shows, and Sunday we do 2 shows too. So
that's what we had read. The Women Behind Bars is sort of becoming the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yes.
What do you call it?
The Rocky Horror Prison Show.
Yeah, because they got the midnight showing.
Yeah.
Have you gotten people standing in line yet, dressing up in prison outfits?
Yes, there are people in the audience. We were, when we were still at the Cass Theater, there was a gentleman in the front row who was a large gentleman, and he wore a striped prison gown type thing that took up practically the whole front row. He was, yes, they do.
That's great. Yeah. That's great. 148 IQ.
148 IQ.
Do you know the capital of Alaska?
No.
Come on, Juneau.
No.
Juneau.
Juneau.
Yeah, of course, I know. I asked the question. Hey, we're going to be back with author Susan. I did it. I knew I would do it. It's Susan Sommers, who discusses beauty after 40. She's written a great book. And can you stay for a little bit?
You betcha.
All righty. Thank you. Jennifer Richards in Women Behind Bars at the Roxy. And we'll be right back. Well, age is what you make it, so says the author of our new book, her new book, Beauty After 40. She's Susan Sommers, and she covers head to toe in this book. So if you're 40 or a little bit older and want to find out how to look your best, this is the lady to talk to. That's why she's here. Hi, Susan.
Well, thank you.
I almost made the mistake before. I almost said Suzanne. You run into that a lot, don't you?
That's okay. Yeah. That's okay.
You're very, very beautiful.
Well, thank you.
You know. Do you put your own secrets in here?
Some of them.
What is the biggest problem people, when they get to be about 40 years old, have? Do they go through some sort of psychological thing, middle-age crisis or whatever?
Yeah, I think it's one of those crises that America fosters, where everyone wants to be young. And unfortunately, aging is life. So we can't stay 20 forever. So I think it's that kind of thing, where women get upset that they're aging and might not look as well as they want to.
Do women have more of a problem than men when it comes to aging?
I think that they have more of a psychological problem because women are thought of as objects very often in our culture, and they're often thought that, you know, women shouldn't age at all, and I think that's really the problem. The problem is in the mind.
Well, a lot of people that we see on television and in the movies, they never seem to get old or look bad, and we've got some pictures that you've brought along that we're going to take a look at, and I'll just let you describe who we're looking at and what they do to look so good.
Well, I think Lena Horne was just born beautiful. Mm-hmm. I don't know how much she does. She leads a very active life. I mean, she's still working, and she looks better than ever. That's all I can say.
She's what, in her 60s? Are we allowed to say that?
She's in her 60s, and she really looks sensational. Mm-hmm. This is Angie Dickinson, who I think is, you know, quite sweet when she was in her 20s, but I think she's really super now. I mean, now she's really pizzazzy, and she's done a couple of things that have made her look better.
And they all hang out with guys with beards.
Well, that might be another way to stay young. I don't know.
My fiancé has a beard.
Really?
See that?
See, that's what you got to do.
That's it.
Hang out with the guys with beards.
That's one of the secrets.
But no, I mean, there are just some people, okay, when you look at a Lena Horne or an Angie Dickinson, and I know if they were watching, oh, maybe they are, you know, I would say, well, they had a pretty good life. You know,
Well,
they don't have to worry about the problems that the average person...
I don't know if one can really say that. I think that staying fit and staying fabulous at any age involves some work. Now, it's not only work for the mind, but it's work for the body, too. I think women that stay svelte, certainly, and have fabulous figures, work hard at it. It's not just something that happens.
But there's more to it than just staying in shape, body or thin.
Oh,
you know.
absolutely. Absolutely. I think that when I was researching beauty after 40, I spoke to Joan Fontaine, I spoke to a number of celebrities. Every woman said that she exercised her mind as well as her body, and that one of the secrets to staying young, certainly, is to stay very active, stay very involved.
I think a lot of it has to do with the mind, just thinking young.
Yes, I think attitude really forms the way we feel, and I think that that's crucial. Attitude being the formation, and attitude making one. You're only as, young or old as you feel.
Right. We have some more pictures that you brought along with some other folks.
Fine. Oh, well, we all know who this is. Raquel Welch. Admittedly, she has a fabulous body then, but she has a fantastic body now, and she exercises.
That's amazing. That she never seems to age.
This is Audrey Hepburn. The point is, I mean, she was very cute then, and she's very super now. She's different now. She doesn't have the same look. But there's beauty at every age. I think we just have to realize that beauty changes, and that we can't look 21 forever, nor should we really want to. I think that a woman can't look truly glamorous until she's after 40.
Really? What do you think there's a period you go between, say, your 20s to 40s that you might kind of look bad? Not bad, but worse than you would when you're 40?
A lot of women look worse, you know, before they're 40.
Joan Rivers is one example of a lady who I just think gets more gorgeous every year.
Yeah.
I think so, too, and I think Barbara Walters is another. I think she has never looked better, and you'll notice that she's lightened her hair. I mean, her makeup is softer and subtler. She seemed to have softened a little bit, and that's a very nice kind of look. And she's also become much more glamorous.
What do you think about cosmetic surgery?
I think it's fine if you want it, but you should have it for all the right reasons. The right reasons being that you'll look better, but you won't necessarily look young.
But you know, the biggest problem, too, is finding somebody that does it and does it right.
Well, when you're looking for a plastic surgeon, I think that you should ask to see some examples of his work. I think that's really the smartest thing to do.
But diet and exercise, that's the bottom line.
Diet, well, no, I think attitude is the bottom line. And then everything else is just icing on the cake. Diet and exercise, of course, is crucial, and that's why I gave a diet in beauty after 40 and an exercise plan as well. But I really think that if you feel good about yourself, and whatever it takes for you to feel good about yourself, if it takes a diet, exercise, or even a new lipstick, that counts. But attitude
What about the
shapes.
makeup tips? Because, you know, your face changes as years go along. So, like, does the book tell you what is good for you? If you have, you know,
It really
a nose
does.
that's a little too long, or...
Well, it gives all of those kind of corrective tips, but it gives other tips that you might not have thought of, like opening your eyes with an eyelash curler and lining the bottom lashes with light blue pencil rather than dark pencil, because after 40 you might have enough lines. You don't need anything dark around your eyes.
What about your clothes?
That's an interesting question. I don't really believe that there's such a thing as age dressing. I think that most people can wear most clothes. It's really how you put it together and accessorize it. And in Beauty After 40, I do talk about a way to dress thin, because most women are really concerned about their shapes after a certain age. So dressing thin, just to give you one tip, is dressing in monochromatic colors from head to toe. That takes 10 pounds off.
Monochromatic colors.
Colors, which means colors in the same family.
Like you've got black and white on today.
Right.
That's an interesting outfit, because no, that's a top and a
It's a top and a bottom.
Did you buy them that?
Yes,
Yeah, okay.
it's a mismatched top and bottom.
Yeah.
My personal opinion is that clothes should have a sense of humor.
It's a great outfit.
Thank
We
you.
got two great outfits on here. And look at this one.
Thank you.
She stays in shape.
Well, she's monochromatic from head to toe,
I
too.
am. I thought of that when you said that. Yes, I love clothes.
We have a photo of Jane Fonda, another lady who not only is great looking at any age, but it has the top selling exercise thing out right now.
Right. I think what's interesting here, this is a picture from Clute, and next we'll see Jane after the way she looked recently. I think that most women, too, after 40 can have long hair, but they need hair that has a little bit of a lift rather than hair that's straight and drags the features down. You need hair that goes a little bit up and out, no matter what the length is.
No matter on the shape of your face either?
Well,
yeah.
Taking into account the shape of your face, but if you're taking into account any kind of lines or any kind of falling features, falling features. Oh my God. Any kind of relaxed contours.
Yeah. Now, you know, considering if we would look at a picture of you 10 years ago and a picture of you today.
I hope you'd say, God, she looks better.
Well, you look great. I mean, you look real good.
Thanks.
Mac, you want to go see Women Behind Bars after the show?
I'd love it.
Well, thank you very much for talking with us.
Thank you very much.
And we wish you a lot of success with that. I mean, it's a good, you know. Okay, Beauty After 40.
Thank you.
Susan Sommers, thank you for being with us. And thank you, Jennifer.
Oh, my pleasure.
Okay, wave to us in the audience.
All right.
We're going to take a little break and be back with Lee Carreri from Fame. Stay with us.